So this is a presentation on balance and symmetry as they relate to elegance in Joseph Williams' book, Style Towards Clarity and Grace. Joseph Williams says you can achieve clear, coherent, and appropriately emphatic style if you follow the principles in his book, but you run the risk of writing something that's dry, arid, and possibly flat, like this meal. Now, we don't want to write dry, flat, arid, and dry prose, correct? We don't want our prose to be like this meal. So, Williams suggests a few limited strategies to employ elegance in our writing, and he uses a bunch of words throughout the chapter on elegance to describe what it means to be elegant. It's rhythmic, elegant writing is satisfying, it's graceful, it's rich, it's balanced, and it's shapely and cadence, or he says it has shape and cadence. But can elegance really be taught? Williams kind of leaves it up in there. He says when he introduces elegance, what follows describes a few ingredients of a modestly elegant style. How imaginatively and skillfully you use them is the difference between reading this book on writing and writing. So, perhaps elegance can be taught in some ways, but elegance is more a practice than something that can be learned. And I guess that's true for any discipline. Writing is no exception. Well, what about elegance? Elegance is a term of art. Programmers use the word elegance to describe algorithms and particularly beautiful code. Dancers, of course, and painters and all different kinds of artists use the word elegance. Mathematicians use it to describe particularly beautiful proofs and theorems. So elegance is a term of art not just in writing, not just in art, but all across every discipline to describe something that has everything that's needed but nothing extra, that is particularly beautiful or appropriate to its use. Elegance is a term of art, as are balance and symmetry. So in art, for example, in fine arts, we have this concept of balance everywhere. And of course, in art and architecture, we also have the principle of symmetry everywhere. Immensely important concepts, balance and symmetry, of course. In Williams, we see balance and symmetry kind of treated equally as two sides of the same coin. And Williams says that we should balance phrase against phrase. And he gives us an example for the administration to be arbitrary and for the opposition to be. So in this case, the opposition is counter to the administration. It's balanced against the administration. Revolutionary is balanced against irreconcilable. So we have for the administration to be arbitrary and for the opposition to be revolutionary and irreconcilable, an elegant phrase. Now we also balance clause against clause. Here is John Kennedy's speech. Now I picked this out. This is not from Williams, so you're going to have to tell me if you think this is truly elegant, or this is truly, I think it's, of course it's elegant. You have to tell me if you think that it is an example of balancing clause against clause. Ask not what your country can do for you, so a selfish motivation. Ask what you can do for your country. So balancing the words against one another in this case. Of course, we can also use neither and nor. In this speech by President Kennedy, neither United States of America nor the world community of nations. Now we're rhetorically aligning the United States with the world community of nations here with neither and nor, and neither of them can tolerate this deliberate deception. And he's talking here about missiles in Cuba in 1963, of course. And we can use both and. So we need to restore both confidence in the markets and restore confidence of middle-class families. So this is the Wall Street, Main Street dichotomy that President Obama is trying to straddle here with both and. It's another rhetorical move. But the best balance, the richest balance, is when we balance grammar and meaning. So in this case, this example from Williams is were I trading my scholarly principles for financial security. So he's kind of pairing those against each other. Scholarly principles are against financial security. I hope that's not always the case. Um, I would not be writing short books on minor subjects for small audiences. So these are kind of paired together as petty subjects, the petty things that he is doing, that he doesn't like to be doing. And here's one that I attempted, and once again, I would ask you to help me understand if this is truly an example of using the meaning that Williams implied here, balancing meaning and grammar. So this is the old trope about being an outsider in Washington. If we are to expect more from our politicians, we must attend as opposed to ignore. So attend to the urgent issues of our day, ignore the machinations of the Beltway class. So issues are more important than machinations, and we must move forward rather than backward with bold vision rather than blindness. So, and move forward with bold vision and hope, not backward with blind pettiness and cynicism. Cynicism. So these are just a few of the ways that Williams helps us understand elegance through balance and symmetry. Thank you very much for your attention.